What a scene, a spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Georgia Bulldogs. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Rebels will kick it away to start. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. For a crease to the left. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Guys, this rough start is hardly what they had in mind to start SEC play, and it's not going to get any easier.
Well, no doubt about it. There were big expectations surrounding this program inside SEC play this year, and things haven't necessarily gone their way. They've had to fight a ton of adversity, but David, they believe they have the leadership in the locker room to turn it around, but it's got to start today.
Yeah, one at a time. Like, we got to start today. We got to find something. We got to find what we're really good at, what we can hang our hat on, so we can start to build some momentum throughout this.
There he goes! They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. One man in the backfield, and he gets it.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Scrambling away. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on 4th down.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, They were aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on fourth down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness, but now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They'll try the run. And he's not going anywhere to start the night as the home team greets their visitors rather rudely.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to throw. It's Simmons. Here comes the heat. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
And he was virtually unblockable on that play. You know, it reminds me of seeing the highlights of my partner here, David Pollock, a guy that doesn't like to talk about his own greatness, so I'll do it for him. David raised the bar in the standard for D-line play at the University of Georgia. It was his athleticism, it was his tenacity. He wasn't just getting sacks and tackles for losses. He was picking off passes and taking them to the house. He was like the honey badger before the honey badger, but playing D-line. All time.
Pulls it in, it's Ross. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain.
And I love the discipline on defense right there. Big third down. So everyone keeping their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the ball, making a tackle. Great team defense.
The Rebels line up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. First play of the drive comes from the 22. On the run, it's Robinson. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, not great blocking up front. They're struggling to get the running game going. And tell you what, they got to find something. Last week it was a bad performance, and this offense has got to get some momentum early in this game and find something that they do really, really well and someone they can count.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Caught over the middle. It's Thomas. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time. And you saw all of it on that in route.
The Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. Couldn't find any more room up the sideline, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 36.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks.
Oh, not a space. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds, marked at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. And the Dogs hunkering down to pick up a first down on the ground.
And you can hear the sound of Larry Munson. Run the dang ball. That's what they've always built this program on, is running the football, physical running backs. That's what Georgia does.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They're going to go right back to him on first down.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Great pass, incomplete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Fires to the big fella. He's loose. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up.
Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. So the old lineman got a little too far downfield. It wipes out the touchdown, and they'll back it up 5. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll set up to throw. Going for it all. Touchdown, Bulldogs! First points of the day are on the board. That had touchdown written all over it from the moment he caught the ball. Big play, big run for the score.
Yeah, they had touchdown written all over it because nobody was covering that. It'd be a good idea to get a hand on him. You know, listen, I know you guys got some speed, and maybe you give him a cushion and give him some space, but that was a little aggressive on the space department.
The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Back to pass, it's Simmons. Going to take a shot at this DB. And that will fall incomplete, and we have played one. Boy, they tried to end the first quarter on a high note to no avail. Second quarter's coming. And the Rebels will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Smashes through the tackle. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Man, what a drive last time line for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
And you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
The Dogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. On the move. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Dogs are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Off the play fake. That one comes out hot down the right side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Well, you make big plays for your quarterback in the game. You catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there, but give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
Kind of in that in-between spot here. Long field goal. Can't really punt it from here, so they'll try to convert on 4th down. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Georgia lining up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Gets it out of there for the first time today, and didn't see much of him that loss a week ago. Called on just once. Looking to throw at Simmons. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guys. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Trying play action. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Interesting to see the ripple effects after this one in the SEC today, fellas. Texas A&M packed a wallop today, and in many ways it felt like it packed the 12th man with them too. This was supposed to be a road test, and instead it felt like a walk through the park in College Station. Going to be very interesting to see what the fallout from this one is, because as we know, you can't lose games in the SEC like this without some blowback.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Works his way ahead for three. They'll spot it at the 18.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Here's a heat. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. It's no surprise at all to find a Georgia defensive lineman wreaking havoc in the backfield.
Yeah, find those big, physical, aggressive dudes that can be physical enough to play the run in the SEC and then pin your ears back and go get quarterbacks. Georgia does that and finds those guys really, really often.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Now the play fake. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
I'll tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to kind of get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Keeps it on the bootleg. Looking to scramble. Lets it go to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
Push down for the tackle.
And that's the money down, man. 4th down, you just have to have it somehow, some way. You're calling a pass play. You're trying to get it through the air. Nothing open downfield. And he just takes over. He just tucks the ball and runs, goes and gets it. Great job, great decision-making by the quarterback on that play.
Splits the uprights. Good. And that lead grows even bigger. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. Fielded in the end zone, it's Lee. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. The give. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
Really nice play call by the offense, too. Obviously, your quarterback's throwing picks on his last 2 drives, so you have to settle him down. And the best way to settle down a quarterback is to get the running game going. Put it on the big fellas up front. Put it on your backs. That's a really nice run, and that should help settle the QB down a bit.
Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The Rebels want to pick up the tempo. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
3rd and inches, everybody knows what's coming, but it's so dang hard to stop it. And you better get penetration with that defensive line. They didn't do a good enough job. Running back falls forward and does his job.
Back to pass, it's Simmons. Grabbed behind the line, it's Taylor. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
As a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And in my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
He's got it. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Gonna look downfield again. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
I think sometimes as a quarterback, when your offense is struggling, you don't have any points up on the board yet here at the end of the 1st half. You're just trying to take a shot to see if your guy can make a play. And that time, he thought he had the matchup he wanted, but he has just not been able to.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
And the Rebels will punt this one away. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. One running back in the backfield, and he has it.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Unloads to the right. Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the start.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Simmons. Bringing the heat. Starting to feel a little pressure. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And that's what I like most about this defense. When you try to take shots and make big plays, they get to the quarterback. They get him on the ground, their 3rd sack of the day. And this is a unit that ranks in the top 10 in sacks in the country.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On the run, still looking. Catch inside the 25. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on 1st down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And I'm not going to say that was a must score, but that was a must score. And this offense delivers right before the half. Everything's starting to pick up. Hopefully now you build some momentum. You cut it to a 2-score game. Got to build on this momentum in the 2nd half.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Fair catch called for and made. So let's see how they play it touch pass on the jet sweep. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. And the Bulldogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Oh, better look out. He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there. Guys, you never want to sound the upset alert bell too early, but it might be time to at least know where the button is for it.
Know where the button is, and listen, there's no need to panic yet, but if you're the unranked team, just like this, when you're playing a better team, you want to come in and you want to hang around, Jesse, and they're doing just that, staying in this game and have a lead.
Yeah, the unranked team, they've been playing with more intensity in this one, and I think if you're a leader right now on the ranked squad, you've got to be talking to your guys and waking everybody up. This coaching staff is going to have to make some halftime adjustments, but they're going to have to give an earful to their guys to come out here in the second half and start making some plays.
He's going to run it. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Wants to adjust the pattern. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains. The Bulldogs come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Starts from their own 25-yard line. A designed run for the quarterback. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
They're looking for an advantage to the right. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Sends it back in motion. On fourth down, trying to find his man. He's got it. First down and more. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
The Rebels getting set on 1st and 10. Running behind that left side. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. With the catch, it's Lee. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover. Pick up the first.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown, Rebel. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Georgia State is in front. They've responded well to all the off-the-field chatter this week, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by 4 over UCF. Obviously, big implications here in the Sun Belt, and as this one plays out, we'll keep you posted.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The offense will have to use its... Timeout of the half. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Leaves it with the back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Quickly complete. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered. An explosive play to the 40.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Quarterback on the move, still looking. On the move, he fires. Just a bit of a miss. There as they can't make the connection. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. So now it's 2nd and long. Just keep slinging it. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Frazier. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable 3rd down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
Hits him in stride at the 10. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the tailback. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll run play action. Looking for an open area to his left. It's caught downfield. And he's brought down after a nice game. You know, you think back on the Jackson Dart era at Ole Miss, the best 3-year run in more than 50 years. Now Austin Simmons steps in, full of potential, Jesse, to lead the Rebels to further glory.
Quarterbacks have played so well under Lane Kiffin in recent years. You can even go ahead of Jackson Dart back to Matt Corral and what he was doing in that offense. So now the lefty takes over. This dude's got a lot of talent. He can make every single throw on the field. Lane Kiffin's playbook is completely at this guy's disposal, and because of that, you know there are going to be a lot of big plays for the Rebels.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to pass. It's Simmons. Quick completion on the out route. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Rebels are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Got it in the middle. It's Haas. Crosses the 30. He's got away. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
As a defense, it's so hard covering this guy. Because of his frame, you're not really going to match up, but this guy's also got some wheels. The hard part is bringing him down after the catch. This guy's like a giant giraffe. You're just lions hanging on his neck trying to drag him to the ground. Not easy to do.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety. Anybody, when you see the QB throw the football, now I can break up the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll go to the ground. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Dropping back, it's Simmons. They're working that left side. Touchdown, Ole Miss! A great catch and run for Simmons. This is like a baseball pitcher that you can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Man, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the first down. They go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Interesting is...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
That is how you start a drive. Meet the physical challenge on first down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on second down, and now put him in a third and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it! And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Good timing on the quick out. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
Pocket breaking down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to 2. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
The Dogs need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. Slings it downfield. And the deflection on third down. How big is that? Forces a fourth down.
Good job by this defense, man. They've given up some yards and some plays on this drive, but they didn't lose focus. They stayed dedicated to what they're doing, and a great job on third down, forcing the fourth down here, and hopefully the field goal attempt.
Nestled just inside that right upright. And now the lead is even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Georgia State is in front. They've responded well to all the off-the-field chatter this week, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by 11 over UCF. Anything can happen down the stretch here in the Sun Belt. It's why we're here to keep you posted, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Taylor has it. They shut it down quickly, but he gets two out to the 18.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. To the air, it's Simmons. Gonna take a shot. Just a little off. Incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
The Dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he throws another interception, his third of the night.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the fourth quarter, getting your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
Tight end now in motion. To the air on first down. Got the quick pass. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the fourth quarter. First down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
He wants to throw it. Under fire. Under heat, and he gets rid of it.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's 1st and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. He might want another play. The give and tick, 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 tick. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Off play action. Bought a little time, lets it go. And they can't make the connection on third down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. So on 4th and goal, already with the lead, but they'll try to salt this thing away with a touchdown. Wide receiver comes in motion. They want to throw it. Here's the pressure. This will be picked off. Maybe just the turning point they needed.
Let's go. Talk about having one foot in the grave. This was almost over. They're up by 2 possessions in the fourth quarter, and they got the football. Thank goodness they're choosing to throw the football, not run the clock. Man, we needed that pick. Now it's the offense's turn to go out and make something happen.
To the air, it's Simmons. Oh, they're after him. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Working the middle. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
Man, this dude has not had a good day. A lot of interceptions, a lot of mistakes. But if you want to put on the other side, at least he's in the giving mood. At least he's making a lot of donations just to the other team.
Wants to go up top on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter. You're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
He'll take a shot. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Makes the grab past the marker. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. And that can really take the wind out of a defense's sails when you convert with a fourth down completion.
Great chemistry there between the quarterback and his target. Fourth down, you got to have it. You got to be on the same page, and they were there.
The Rebels are rolling down the field. Going up top again. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
They got one of the touchdowns they needed, and they'll try to get the ball back right now with the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Leaves it with the running back. Ran through the contact. Defense uses the sideline there, and he gets it into plus territory at the 49.
I think the bad part there is running out of bounds. You got the lead, you're going to run it. The defense isn't giving you anywhere to go, but you can't stop the game clock by going out of bounds.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. At the 35, he's open. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And they finally ride him down at the 1-yard line.
What an easy way to get some free yards. I got an athletic quarterback that can do this. I can bootleg him to his right, make it a pass-run option. If he wants to take a shot down the field, so be it. But if not, just chew up some ground and go get a positive play.
Takes the handoff. It's Frazier. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Gets rid of it. And it's caught for a touchdown, and that might do it.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach, and that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
How about this? A 2-point conversion coming. Gets the back moving. Wants to go up top. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time, he just tried to force it into a tiny window. It ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Simmons. Right down the middle. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an out.
Just a short pass to the tight end.
Listen, the defense gave up a couple of yards, but they're happy to give that up because they know the clock is still ticking. They're trying to bleed this thing. If you want to throw it over the middle of the field inbounds, they'll give that to you all day.
The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, we've got a chance at a finish.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
35 seconds remaining. They'll line up for the onside kick to try to pull this thing out. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Under fire. He's going to throw deep right side.
Well, they're not able to hook up there, but considering this guy already has 2 touchdown catches in this game, now the offensive coordinator is dialing up more passes his way. And you know the quarterback, he's got like a sonar on him. He's always aware of where he is, and I like the idea. I'm going to keep...
Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense playing the pass, breaking on the football, and making sure he doesn't get another touchdown.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. Georgia sends out the punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David, they played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't ranked like they weren't today, these are the types of moments that can jump up and bite you.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.